Karibu katika kikao cha Sema na JG. Mimi ndiye JG. Kama kawaida, kama ilivyo desturi, tunakuletea matangazo haya moja kwa moja kutoka Gracia Gardens, Dennis Prit, Kilimani. Mgeni wetu hii leo ni msichana, very young girl, mrembo kweli, ambaye amefika katika kikao hiki. Anajulikana kama Nakita Mulama. Did I get it right?
Yes, you got it right.
Oh, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Hapa ndio kwa Sema na JG.
Okay. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Karibu.
Okay.
And mbona umekuja peke yako?
Well, first of all, nimekuja kama makeup artist wako, so I had to come alone to avoid distractions. Second of all, I just had to come alone. Like I didn't have anybody to bring along. So
A beautiful girl like you.
yes, beautiful girls can also walk alone.
Oh.
I think, yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, kama alivyosema Nakita, yeye ndiye hunifanya nikaonekana vile nilivyo, mrembo kweli. And Nakita,
Yeah.
I just want to understand. I've seen you severally. And I think the other time I decided to engage you and find out, are you dating?
Currently, I'm not dating.
Why?
Because
Kuna boy child anasumbua mahali.
wao wakosi wengi tena
Wakusumbua.
sana wengi sana but at the moment I'm trying to focus on me, build myself, my career, whatever it is that I'm doing right now. I want to put it first before like I get into dating and all that, because dating is something that I take it seriously. It's not something that I want to joke around with. It's something that once I'm in, I'm all in, because I don't believe in like vitu nusu nusu. Like it's either black or white. I don't do gray.
So, unaniambia wewe ukipenda unapenda na roho, unaongezea tumaini, unaongezea figo, unaongezea akili, unaongezea
kila kitu.
Wow.
Everything.
Have you dated before?
Yes, I have.
Just once?
4 times.
4 times. Wow. So let's start with the first one. What happened?
So the first guy I dated was immediately after high school. The high school love, after high school, that kind of love, your period. So I was yakitoto, yuko all in, naive and all that. So we were actually in the same church.
You met in church?
We met in church. I love dancing up to now. So I was in a dance crew in church, and he was also in the same dance crew. So most of the time, tunaenda the practices and all that. We meet, we talk, and one thing led into another, and we started dating. So things were all good, roses and all that, and I really loved this guy. I don't know if it was love, I don't know, but yeah, I think it was love, the naive love, the high school love. So things were all good, yeah. But there are times when I would walk into some instances and as in things were not adding up, vitu tu, like maybe ndeza kakwa nafanya kitu. Okay, maybe I had a best friend, like a sister to me.
Okay.
So there are times like we would hang out, because you know how when tukimaliza high school you go to college to do computer and all that. So you make a lot of friends, yeah?
Sure.
So there are times like we would hang out all of us, and then maybe we go somewhere to maybe chill and have a good time, like around 10 people.
Yeah.
And then utapata maybe nitatoka, maybe kama nimeenda choo, nikirudi napata like there's some awkward positioning or just something I add up.
With your friend?
Yeah, with my friend and the guy.
Okay.
But since I trust her, and hizo siku hata sikuwa najua story ya heartbreak, because you know, like your best friend who you take like a sister will never do something like that to you. So nilikuwa tu maybe it's just me overthinking and all that, you know, because this guy didn't share any reason why I should doubt him and all that. So nilikuwa tu na assume vitu tu na assume until one day I was at home and I was going through something, and I felt like I really wanted to talk to him. It was at night. So I called him, he didn't pick. And that night, he had gone out. And me, from my home, like my parents are really strict. during those times, like nilikuwa na curfew ya 6 p.m. So past 6 p.m. I can't be out. So I will hang out with my friends after kole, make sure by 5:30 I'm on my way home. By 6 I'm in the house. But my best friend, her parents were kind of flexible, like anaweza sema ati anaenda kwa cousin sleep over and all that. They were cool with that. But Mimi says I can't. Which cousin? Where? How? So like many times she used to tell me like she's going out with the guy.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah, but I trust her and I trust the guy. Ilikuwa that naive stage, yeah. You trust people and you never think of such a thing from a person that you take as a sister.
True.
You know. So a lot of times they used to go out together because I know na trust kabisa, because I know once like I call na yeye
atamchunga.
Thank you. So this one time I called him and I remember he told me like he's going out. I called him hakushika and I really wanted to tell him something important. So later on I just felt something, nilisikia instinct tu iliniambia like all is not well. So the following day, say I'm going to school as usual. So we meet up. I asked him like, why didn't you pick up my call? Akasema, oh, it was noisy and all that. I brushed the story off. So I met with my cousin. My cousin actually called me the following day. Akaniambia, are you in school? Nikamwambia, yeah, I'm in school. Can we talk? Nikamwambia about what? There's something I need to tell you, but I can't tell you through the phone. Can you come to my place? And then we can talk. I was like, okay, fine. So after school, as usual, me and my crew wakanisindikisha mpaka kwa...
Plus your BFF?
Plus my BFF, plus my boyfriend. Wakanisindikisha mpaka kwa cousin yangu and then bye, we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, fine. So I went in. So when I was there, akachukua simu yangu akaniambia, because I know unakuga na anga issues zinaweza tupanisha simu hata uvunje, nipatie simu yako and then nikwambie kenye nataka kuambia. So I gave her my phone. And then she went like, last night I was out and I saw your boyfriend and your best friend making out.
What?
I'm like, what do you mean making out? As in making out, was it, you know, there's like a peck? No, like actually making out. So I was like, what do you mean making out? Like, yeah, exactly. And I know my cousin cannot lie to me. For what? Hey. At first nika freeze. I'm like, no, this cannot be happening. Like two people that I trust the most wananifanyia hivyo. So I was like, just give me my phone. I talked to him because I mean, hata ukichukua simu yangu kana at the end of the day utanirudishia tu. So I called him, I asked him, of course akadeny. Then I was like, you know, my cousin cannot lie to me because she's like more of my sister. She cannot lie to me for what? So yeah.
Did you call your friend?
I did not. At that moment I didn't. I called the guy first.
Okay. He denied. Yeah, he denied. So I'm like, okay, fine. Ni sawa umekataa kufanya hivyo, mimi najua kazi yangu zinidanganya, but it's okay. Sikakata simu. So I texted my best friend. Nikamwambia like, whatever you did, it wasn't right. I heard that you did this and this. I don't know what made you do that, because like I trust you, you're like a sister to me. And actually hakunijibu, by the way. So I went quiet for like 3 days. I told the guy like I need some time, because hata umekataa na huyu mwingine nijibu, I need some time to even think, nione like if I really want to continue with this or not. So like after something like 3 days nilikuwa nishafikiria, I'm like, okay, maybe I don't know, maybe it was just, I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember like the guy told me they were playing truth or dare, spin the bottle. They were playing the spin the bottle game, and then they were dare to make out, but they did not actually make out. It was more like a peck. So simi nikaingia box. So after 3 days naive. After 3 days take your break. I decided, okay, let me call the guy to meet. We have lunch and then like we talk about it, because hatukuwa tumeongea face to face, and then I think it's something I can handle. I can forgive him. You're the one who suggested you have lunch.
Yeah, so like I called him, nikamuuliza yuko wapi, akasema home. Let's meet in town, we have lunch, we talk about this, because actually we never talked about it. That is after 3 days, because I needed that 3 days break to think things over. So we met. We talked. Akaniambia they were just playing a game, nini, but he's so heartbroken that nilimwachanisha for 3 days Nilimwachanisha for 3 days. I was not talking to him. I'm like, but I needed space. Like, siwezi ambia kitu kama hiyo nikuwe na furaha, nikose kuuliza, nikuulize and then like I just jump into like us being okay. I can't do that. So I needed a break. So yeah, akaniambia okay fine, it's okay, but honestly I don't think we can do. Sasa yeye ndo ananiambia honestly I don't think like we can continue with this because the 3 days that we were not together, your friend gave me a shoulder to lean on and I've decided to move on with her.
Wow.
So he can hit like, oh yeah, actually this thing has been going on.
It's like he was confirming.
Yeah, he was just confirming to me. Sasa hapo ndo nikafunguka macho. Oh, like how do you, because number one, if you didn't have anything with this girl, 3 days usha move on my own best friend, doesn't make sense.
So what did you do?
I was really heartbroken actually.
Ukalia.
Nililia, I couldn't eat. Like it took me 2 years, I think. Not 2 years, like I think 1 year plus to get over that. Because first of all, this was my first love. I trusted this guy, and then to make matters worse, it's my best friend and the guy. That's double heartbreak. 2 people.
Did you confront her?
I did.
Then?
Hakuwa na kitu ya kuniambia because it was true.
Gosh. So waliendelea?
Yeah, waliendelea. They continued after I think 3 months. I had the girl got pregnant. Yeah, and okay, to cut the long story short, what goes around comes back around. It ended the same way with her.
But with a baby this time?
So she's been trying to keep in touch with me. I apologize up to date. Okay, not recently, but I think around last year she texted me. She's always texting me like, I know I did you wrong. I know I cannot get the friendship back, but I hope you forgive. I'm like, yeah, of course I forgive you because like it's such a long time. We think about it, it's like 10 years ago. I forgave you, you know, but we can never go back to where we were.
So, you stayed for almost 1 year, you've not dated. How did you start dating again?
It took time. It took time. But eventually I was like, you know what? I have to give this thing a try again because that was my first heartbreak. People go through a lot. So that doesn't mean that I should not give dating another chance. So I did. Yeah.
This time?
This time round, we dated for like 2 years, I think. But the guy got a scholarship to the US. Okay. So we had to split. Okay, we continued talking, but distance.
Okay, how did you meet?
How did we meet? I think we met on Facebook.
Jeez.
Yes, actually we met on Facebook. We started talking, then we met like physically, and then one thing led to another. Then we started dating. Unfortunately, akapata scholar. Okay, fortunately. But unfortunately for me, akapata scholarship, then he went to States. We tried talking, we tried to make things work, but long distance, it couldn't. Because alikuwa nenda sijui for how many years, and me I'm here, na ananiambia sijui ati nitarudi after 2 years. How? I can't.
Bado mnaongeaga?
Yeah, we are good friends actually, we talk.
Okay, did he move on?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hakukushtua hata kidogo si ukam US unijoin?
Okay, maybe like a joke. Like I would want you to come, but unajua mtu anaweza kukwambia I want you to come, but I'm making effort yako kuenda.
So, hiyo nayo ilikatika after how long?
After 2 years. Yeah, I think. Okay. 2 years and some months.
Okay. So ukaamua tena, this thing. Sitajaribu.
Okay, yeah, at least it ended vizuri. So, yeah. I was like, okay, fine. We actually had something, but because of the distance, hakuna mtu alihat mwingine, ni distance too. So that one ended vizuri. And then now, the third boyfriend we met in...
Before tuingie kwa third, wacha we take a short break.
Okay.
Ka break kadogo tu.
Sawa.
Alafu tutakuwa tukirejea. Hapa ni kikao cha Sema na JG. We take a short break. Karibu tena katika kikao hiki cha Sema na JG. Hii leo tunazungumza na Nakita Mulama. Mrembo kweli ambaye anatuhadithia kisa chake. Wow, can't believe that mimi Joyce I'm struggling with Swahili. How now?
How?
Anyway, so on to the third boy child.
Yeah.
Where did you meet?
So the third boy child, this was when I was doing my Chinese course in Egerton University main campus. So that's where we met. He was studying there. And we were in the same class actually.
Okay.
And yeah, we started with becoming friends first. Actually, that time he was seeing someone and I was also seeing someone, but it wasn't serious. It was more of like an entanglement. But he was in a serious relationship. So, but we started as friends. And then, yeah, we started liking each other. And yeah, like he had to break up with a girlfriend.
Please, Nakita.
Not because of me.
No. I was coming to that.
I don't want to like seem mean or something, but it wasn't because of me. It's a decision he made.
Did you know the other chick?
I didn't know her.
You were not friends?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's what he told me. Like he had to break up with. Okay, that's what I know. And it was because of me. I'm not proud of it, but at the same time, I'm not at fault because I had nothing to do with it. I didn't know the girl. If it was a friend, I wouldn't have done something like that. But I didn't know her, and it was beyond my control. So yeah, we liked each other, and then we started dating. And then the fact that we had a lot of things in common, like we both loved music, we both loved foreign languages, studying foreign languages. And then we both wanted to go and study in China. So like actually what made us like even become more close, more tight, is we had a competition, an international competition, a Chinese international competition, and then he became position 1 in Kenya and I was position 2. Wow. That was, I mean, it was mind-blowing, like how now? So that made us become even more attached to each other, yeah, because there's a beautiful story to it, like how can you be number 1 and 2 and then we are both going together, we're going to travel together, yeah.
You did travel together to China?
Yeah, we did. So that was the first time we went for summer camp together, and then now when we came back, we now officialized everything. We made everything official. So yeah, we continued dating, and then we applied for a scholarship again in China. And we both got the scholarship, but in different cities. Actually, we applied the same school, same cities, like first choice yake nilikuwa first choice yangu, hivyo kila kitu. But now things happen. Akaitwa.
Just a minute. Did you go to China together now to study?
Yes.
Did you get the scholarship?
Yes, we did. Both of us.
Na kila mtu akaenda
different city. We did the exam, we passed. We even applied the same school. We wanted to go to the same school, but vitu zilifanyika, yeye akaitwa shule kwa Beijing, nikaitwa Nanjing. So again it was the distance thing, because Beijing and Nanjing is quite far. So yeah, we went to China, and then there's this one time that I went out with my friends, and then, you know, sele mtu aiko guilty of something, they use that one small thing that you do to like maliza kila kitu. So this one time I went out with, because we are new in the city, yeah. Kuna ile hype, tumefika China, we want to go out,
freedom.
Exactly.
Hakuna curfew ya 6.
Hakuna wazazi, yani it's just me outside there.
And with some money, of course.
Yes. So we were me and some friends, like foreign friends that tulikuwa wa Kenya watatu. So we went out. When we were out, I even texted him, nikamwambia, as we are going out, I'm going to talk to you later when I get back home, nini. He was okay with it. Then at around saa 9, all of a sudden amenipigia simu. Uko wapi? Na hasira. Nikamwambia si, because I was confused, because nilikuwa nishamwambia tunaenda out. Nikamwambia si, I thought nilikuwa nishakwambia tunaenda out. That si I thought was everything. Akaanza yani na kuongelesha, anaanza kuniambia si. I'm like, okay, why you blowing things out of proportion? Ukata nikwambia, like I didn't even say si in a bad way.
Ni wanaume watanimaliza na story na siaga hapa.
Do something small.
Ati uliachwa juu umesema si.
And he made a big deal out of it. And that was it. And that was, by the way, that was it.
Na ukawachwa?
Kamata. Where? That was it.
Na wanaume wakuja kwa hiki kikao by the way.
It was like, you know, number one, you're so rude. Number one, you went out. But we talked about it. I even told you, like, I'm going out. And you're okay with it. How comes you're calling me in the middle of the night saa 9? Kwanza kuna time nilikuwa nimemtext, hakujibu. He was not even online. Then at 3, he calls me. Hiyo time nilikutext ulikuwa wapi? So, in my mind, like, he was guilty of something. That's why, kitu kama si, itafanya mtu aniache kweli. Hivyo ndo niliachwa sasa.
Ati see, I thought I told you.
See, I thought I told you.
Hiyo ndio ilifanya uache.
See, you're being rude. Mwenye uko naye ndo anafanya uko. I'm like, nani niko na yeye? I even told you who went out with. You're being rude, unanijibu si. Oh, basi kana hao watu wenye nakufunza kuwa rude kwangu, sijui nini. And by the way, actually, this is what he told me. For information, I cheated on you.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what he told me. And I'm not sorry about it. So actually hii kunipigia simu ilikuwa hiyo guilt, like he did it but he didn't know how to, you know, to tell me. So you see, na mimi kwenda out alikuwa anatafuta hiyo opportunity, like I'm out
tumakosa kidogo tu
and I'm with somebody of which hata mpaka nilikuwa nishapiga picha nikamwonyesha niko na nani. So I think maybe the other foreign guys that we were with, of which we are all foreigners, we are friends. You cannot like not talk to other guys because you have a guy.
True.
We're in the same school. You understand? We all come on, like it didn't make sense, but ni sawa tu. So that's how we parted ways.
Again, umeachwa juu ya si.
Juu ya si.
Oh God, pole.
Imagine.
Pole
It's
Nakita,
okay.
pole.
It's fine.
So hata nashindwa kukuuliza huyu wanne basi mulipatana wapi?
Huyu wanne China tu bado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sasa in the city that you were staying in?
The city that I was staying in, after I took like nikaka kama I think 5 months without dating, because of course you have to take time to heal and all that, because this other guy nilikuwa nimemdate for like 1 year 4 months. That is a long time to invest in someone. Na mtu tu akuache kusabia si. So yeah, so I stayed for 5 months and then like this guy in the same school with, he was from Guinea-Bissau. Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't Kenyan.
No, he wasn't Kenyan. So we became friends as usual. We had like the same class, the same classes hivyo. Started talking and then yeah, one thing led to another. Tukaanza kulaikiana. Then we started dating. But sasa this last relationship ndo ilinifunza vitu mingi. It taught me how to be tough, how to be strong, because usually I'm very emotional. Like, okay, I don't want to say I fall easily, but
ukipenda umependa.
As in, like I'm just huwa na kabisa. So this guy, everything was good until like we started staying together.
Oh, you moved in together?
Yeah, we got an apartment, then we started staying together. So I think that was the worst thing to do, because number one, we were not married. We were just dating. Hapo ndo madharau sasa zikaanza. Like anakujua kila kitu. Sometimes like atapigiwa simu na msichana, video call, ashike tu hadharani, anze kuongea. And I'm just there, I'm like, what are you doing? They're not supposed to be doing this. Or if you don't like it, then you can move out. I'm like, but we are staying together. How, like, why would you do that to me? Sometimes like we're having a good moment.
Who was paying for the apartment?
Him.
Okay.
Actually, he's the one who suggested that we move in together.
Okay.
He was working and at the same time I was also working, but yeah, alikuwa like full time. Mine was part time because I had a student visa. So ilikuwa tricky for me to get whatever full time job, plus I also have school, so lazima ni yeah.
Au mademu wenye na chat na hao ni foreigners like you in China, ama ni wasichana wa back home in West Africa?
Wengine ni wa back home, wengine ni wa China, wengine ni wa cities zingine from China now, you know, many cities. Wengine ni hiyo the city that I am in, like they're just many girls different. And I know it's not good kushika simu ya mtu, but sometimes iko tu hapo and I get tempted and like I would see a lot of things, taniumiza, but nimsamehe, he'll still do the same, I'm sorry, nini. Yeah, so I fell out of it when I was still in the relationship. Like it got to a point it was too much. yani hata sikuwa na feelings anymore. Mtu ashai kuhurt mpaka yani uko na yeye but
umekauka,
hauko, you're not there anymore. So tukaendelea tu hivyo, like we were more of now friends.
But you were living together.
Yeah, we were living together.
At what point did you move out?
When actually he went home before me when COVID started.
Oh, when Corona happened.
Yeah, during winter holiday he traveled first. I stayed behind because I was still working. Yeah, so after alienda, hapo saa I was like, you know, this is it.
Thank God.
Yeah. And then vile mimi nilikuja home, I was like, I don't think we'll see each other tena. So that was it.
So when Corona happened, akaenda, umesema ni Guinea
Bissau, yeah.
Na wewe ukarudi Kenya?
Ukarudi Kenya.
Communication done.
We do talk. Actually, hata jana alini text. We're more like friends sahi because we shared a lot. We dated for 2 years.
But you can't say that you're dating.
Like we became more of now friends. He checks up on me because my mom knows him, like because we used to stay together. So my mom sala and video call sometimes. Ataongea naye amsalimie, my brother. So sometimes mamake akipiga ataniongelesha. You see, so there's a lot invested in it that hatuwezi tu like, no, you're now my enemy, no. We check up on each other like, hi, how are you? How is your mom? Family nini? Yeah. Actually, just we ended in a good way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And China mulika how long? Ulika how long?
Stronger. The first time I stayed for 2 years. And then the second time nika stay 2 years.
By the time COVID happened, ulikuwa umemaliza what you're doing?
Not really.
So did you continue online?
No, it was kind of tricky because of the time difference. And then there's a lot going on. Kuna hiyo time difference. Some students they cannot afford the online classes and all that. So I mean, like the classes kind of discontinued until we go back. So when we go back is when we're going to like start from where we left.
When do you think you're going back?
I don't know.
Oh, the school hasn't communicated?
No, the borders are still closed. And then right now that we're having this thing again, I'm not even sure. So like it's about time I just moved on here. Like find something to do, hustle, like the makeup thing that I'm doing. I'm currently into that. I love
amenitengeneza venye unaniona.
Yeah, I like making hair pia. Like I want to learn how to make wigs, installing wigs. And yeah, and pole pole too, I see where all this will take me. Because right now, I wouldn't say I have a plan. Biati na plan ni rudi. I don't know when all this is going to be over. So I might just as well like make good use of what I have right now.
Maybe there's someone watching and anashangaa, what were you studying?
International trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, juzi nilikuwa na a lady friend of mine. Kwa hiki kikao tu cha sema na JG, akaniambia vile maisha yalikuwa magumu in US. You have been in China for cumulatively for 4 years.
Yeah.
Unaweza sema nini kuhusiana na China, kile ambacho ukilinganisha na maisha ya Kenya ni tofauti?
First of all, China, it's a really developed country, very developed, and I won't lie, there are good job opportunities. Kama for me, I was a preschool teacher. I was tutoring kids English. So napata something like that in Kenya, it's really underlooked. Like you won't be paid vizuri teacher nursery, but when you go out there, actually they really appreciate it. Like you taking care of the kids, teaching them, and like they don't overwork you. You work with hours, and the pay is really good. So one thing that I can say about China is like the money there is good. Job opportunities ziko. Like you can go to China and become literally anything you want to be. Ukiamka usikie unataka kuwa model, utakuwa model. Ukiamka usikie you want to be a rapper. I have so many friends wenye like they just mchezo tu, mtu ameanza kurapa, ameanza kuimba, and now like they are celebrities huko.
Wow.
In China, yeah. Models. If it's teaching, mtu amefunza, amejenga mpaka nyumba Kenya, ameinvest. When it comes to like biashara and money, China is the place to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kwa hivyo watu huogopa tu.
watu waogopa tu, I think yani bidii ya mtu, and if you're really determined to do something, if you're passionate about something, kama ni hiyo pesa unataka kutafuta, because I believe kila mtu anataka kutafuta pesa, you go for it. There's nothing to be scared of. Racism iko kila mahali. I mean hata huku Kenya tunakuwa na racism like Afrika kwa Afrika sisi wenyewe. So when you start looking at it kwa perspective ya racism, you're going to fail. You need to be courageous to like adapt to new cultures, new everything, new climate, nini. It's good to like give other things a try. Other countries, when they want culture yao vile iko, how is the weather, how are the people. Yeah.
Okay, na when you came back na umeendelea kuongea na huyu, then you realized yenyewe hapa sisi ni mabeshte tu, hakuna uhusiano. Hakuna boy child mwingine amekuongelesha hapa Kenya mwenye ana
wako?
Hakuna mwenye ameguza roho?
Na hakuna. So far hakuna. Okay, sasa kusema roho yangu imekuwa nguvu, but imekuwa I'm not the same as before, like I think I've been through a lot. Some things I've not even talked about because they are personal, but I've been through a lot. And right now I just want to take a break from all these dating things. Wako wenye nitaongea nao, wenye tutaenda out, we have lunch dates. I can't say no to that. Like simple dates and all that, but like dating right now, I'm not ready for it.
Who is your ideal man after your experiences? Who is your ideal man now?
My ideal man, first of all, I value loyalty. So my ideal man is a man who is loyal. Yeah, loyal. Of course kuna hizo vitu zingine like he has to look good, looks, physique and all that, but I mean mtu anaweza kuwa na hizo zote but anakucheza. So one thing I'm going to look for right now is loyalty, trust, companionship, friendship. Like we start off as very good friends, we to click in many things, and then the rest will follow.
Okay.
Yeah, but right now I'm not in a rush.
Okay.
I'm just taking my time.
Nakita, you're barely 30.
Yeah.
Kuna yule youth ambaye atatazama haya mahojiano. Angependa tu labda you give them a word of advice because you have the experience. Na God has been gracious. Yes. Kuna watu uhatiwa.
Yeah, ukweli. I've had so many stories waka nasema I'm better.
Exactly. Kuna watu umizwa, wanaumizwa. And one thing about you, you're still focused. Hata kama you stopped your degree along the way, you're focusing on other things. Haujakaa pale kulia my degree, nini, you're doing other things. Ningependa uangalie hii kamera iko nyuma yangu. Na uongeleshe huyo youth.
Okay.
Yes.
To the youth watching me out there, what I will say is take your time to learn yourself, because everything begins with you. Take your time to learn yourself. Focus on what you really want to do. Focus on yourself. Like put yourself first. Achana na hizi vitu zingine zote. You come first. God and then you. Love yourself. Focus. And I mean, once you focus, everything else falls into place. Easy love, relationship. Once it starts with yourself, once you love yourself, that's it. Everything goes your way. Okay. That's all I can say. And put God first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd like to get married?
Of course, yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that. Unajua Kenya wamefanya in the institution of marriage sound ni kama kitu
watu hataki like ni kuolewa hapana. Kwa sababu wanaume wa Kenya wako no, but I would want to have a family, a husband, kids.
Wow.
I wouldn't want like my kids to not have a dad. I would want to have a loving family, definitely.
Amen on that one. Many touch. And then I know you on social media. Maybe someone would like to reach out.
Okay.
Boy child anaweza jiaminia. So atakupata vipi?
My Instagram is @_Nikki with double K .Nick with NIQUE. Okay, it's a complicated name, but _Nikki.Nick. Okay, type to _Nikki.Nick itakuletea tu. Yeah. And
That's Instagram?
That's Instagram. On Facebook, it's Nikki Mulama. Yeah, that's basically the only.
You're not on Twitter?
I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. But I think I'm going to get a Twitter account soon.
Please get it.
Yeah.
It's a good platform.
Okay.
Wow. Nice short story.
Yeah,
Thank you
nice
so much for sharing and encouraging the youth.
My pleasure.
I'm so happy na wale watu ambao wanaaminia marriage can still work.
Yeah.
It will work.
Amen.
God atakuletea huyo msee.
Amen.
Na tutakuja tu dance kwa hiyo wedo. Tutafiririda.
Yes, we will.
So thank you and God bless you.
Amen.
Kikao cha Sema na JG. I'm looking for boy child. Tafadhali ongeeni na mimi, nataka kusikia stories zenu. joyce.gituro@gmail.com. joyce.gituro@gmail.com. Na usisahau kusubscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you.